Hello and welcome to another episode of Infinite Vegan. Today we're in Birmingham for the Joey Carbstrong speech. First, we made a stop up to a place called Fresh, which is quite near Three Threes. They sell ace vegan food and epic puns. You see? Anyway, so we've ordered some lunch and time to tuck in. But anyway, hope you enjoy my video. So, who are you?
My name is Vijay Singh and I'm the owner of the new vegan eatery called Fresh in Birmingham City Centre.
What inspired you to create this fantastic business?
What was the question, sorry?
What inspired you to create this fantastic business?
Right, I genuinely thought there was a gap in the market where there's a lack of good vegan food. There's really good restaurants about in London and there's a few good restaurants in the Midlands, but I think we needed a good fast food type where, you come in quickly, grab a bite to eat and, enjoy themselves.
And if you were to change one thing in the world for the better, which would it be?
I don't know about change, but I think it'd be good if people could be probably nicer to each other or more helpful to each other. I think that'd be a good start.
Thank you, and we'll hope to see you soon.
No worries, thank you for coming down.
See ya.
See ya.
As you can see, Three Threes is packed. Even Infinite Vegan Roadie's here.
Hello.
And they're all here to see one man.
Stay on the vegan
One
side.
important man. And guess what? He's not me. I'm mind blown. They're here to see Joey Carbstrong talk today. I'll be videoing a few bits of Joey Carbstrong's talk. So, I hope you enjoy what I'm about to do.
And I wanted to give back, and it was calling out to me. Okay, and if anyone else has that fire inside your chest, never deny yourself the chance to spread it, because that's your purpose and it's calling out to you. Okay, now the second most important thing is when you're going to start teaching people about stuff, you better know what you're talking about. Okay, now you don't have to be Gary Yourofsky educated on this, you just need to be more educated than your average non-vegan, which isn't very hard because they've never been exposed to this information. So just a base level understanding on ethics, environment and health at the start, that's all you need. When I first started speaking out about this, I had a very loud voice, but I didn't really know as much as I know now, but I was still giving it a crack. Still gave it a crack. I did it in the best way that I thought, okay, which I'll get into. I'll get into angry activism. When I first started, I was fresh out of gangs, okay, I'd just come out of a very hectic environment, and from my level of what aggression was, I thought I was quite placid, because I just come out of a very hectic environment. So you've got to remember, like, from my perspective, I was pretty chill. But looking back now, I was swearing, my face was going red, veins popping out of my head, F and C, animal abusing, F and this, like, I'd literally forgotten that I wasn't vegan 6 months before that, okay? Aggressive in that interview. I did notice it, even from my standards, it was a bit too aggressive. And what to do when someone says something hurtful or like leaves a ham sandwich on the table to trigger you is you respond. Okay, you don't react. Now, when you react, you're letting emotion run the party, and it's a knee-jerk reaction. It's an unconscious sort of thing, and you're not really making a conscious, aware effort at all. It's just bang, you just reacted to your emotion. But if you wait a sec, and if you're aware of your emotion in that moment, you can let it pass and go, okay, I'm going to respond. And when you respond with a question. Okay, this is the best way to deal with that emotion when it comes up. Okay, you've got the truth on your side. You don't need to get angry. The truth is so powerful, and we have it. We have it. This is our weapon. They can't talk themselves out of it. They'll definitely try. They'll definitely try, but there's basically no way of refuting veganism unless they admit that they'd like the same treatment themselves. Okay, people aren't going to admit that. Otherwise, unless they admit they're a hypocrite, which I did at the start. I'm a hypocrite, and that was a realization I come to. And then it took me a while to align, basically, and become consistent. But another form of activism that is probably the most powerful form of activism I've ever done, I don't know if anyone else agrees, but it's bearing witness. Anyone not know what the SAID movement is here? Okay, bearing witness, the single most powerful form of activism I've ever done. I used to speak for animals before I'd met them properly, like, seeing their struggles, seeing their suffering. And I spoke for them because I knew it was wrong, okay? But after bearing witness, I spoke on a different level, with more conviction. I've been there with them. I had seen them on the trucks, the sour mothers that had been exploited their whole lives, had their piglets taken off them. The sadness in their eyes was just heightened because of the amount of time they've been suffering. They're in their own feces, limping around, chickens with broken legs, they can't support their own weight, broken wings that is thrown into crates, covered in their own urine, and dying on the way to slaughterhouses. And when you witness all these things, it does something, and it gives you perspective. Because in that moment, you realise something, that it's not about you, okay? It's about them.
Yeah.
And all those emotions that you had, oh, I'm a bit anxious, Joey, I don't want to go and bear witness, I'm getting anxiety and I'm not confident now. In that moment of bearing witness, you realise that it's not about you. And it's the most powerful realisation you can have. Because all of these things we go through as activists, all of these things I've gone through this week, it's nothing compared to what they go through every single day of their existence. And the only thing they have to look forward to is a gas chamber, or those drunk slaughterhouse workers who are on drugs slashing their throats every day, tormenting them. So it's a horrific existence. It's a hellhole in slaughterhouses. We're at the front of one the other day. Half of them were drunk. The manager was drunk. Imagine being a poor sheep going into a hellhole like that where they're slashing animals' throats and the manager is drunk. And this is their last moments. They're innocent beings who have done nothing wrong to anyone. Horrible. Horrible existence. This might be the only compassion these animals will see before they're slaughtered, okay, that they've seen in their whole entire life, and it's on the way, it's basically vegans at the front of the slaughterhouse. So very powerful. Also builds solidarity. It does something to the community. When you're all there, you're together, and you go, wow, okay, this is what we're fighting for together. Okay, and it's okay to experience emotion, normal human emotion while you're there. I cry at slaughterhouses, I've cried when I couldn't rescue a bobby calf. I mean, we should express emotion. You know, we should be sad. We should be sad. We should be angry. Okay, but you know, we're there with each other. We comfort each other. It builds solidarity as a movement. It really does. The Save movement is something that the industry are very wary of. Okay, because we're bringing the photos of these animals' faces out to the public, and we're saying, hey, these aren't just pieces of meat. These are individuals with different personalities, and they didn't want to die. Okay, you're putting a face to the body of the animal that are on people's plates. And there's nothing more powerful than that, other than showing what happens inside of there, than showing, this is a bit more of a G-rated kind of way. You can show them, hey, these animals are here. And it's really not that hard for the people who are bearing witness. You just walk up, you got your phone, take some footage, show your family, share it on your Facebook. Powerful, powerful. I mean, you don't have to get involved in any tussles or anything like that. You leave that up to Joey, leave that up to me. But it's a really powerful, effective way of showing that you're there for the animals, giving you perspective, and sharing their individual stories. Really good. So get involved with your local Save movement. If there isn't one local, start one up. So if anyone's from a different county or town where there isn't one, start one up. It's not very hard. Get in touch with the Save movement, and Anita will help facilitate everything. They'll fund your signs, they'll give you all the guidelines, and they're very helpful, so definitely start one up. Okay, this talk is called Fearless Activism. Now, I'm very well aware that there is always some fear associated with doing activism, but I'm going to tell you how I dealt with it. And the first thing is perspective, and this is what Bearing Witness does. Perspective. The younger demographic are easier to get through to because they are less conditioned to their own society. So like, between 10 and 18, or even into their mid-20s. When you start getting into the later years, they're either too set in their ways, I'm too old to change, but even then I've seen 67-year-olds bang, go vegan and become activists. Yeah. So that isn't a rule, but generally it's the younger people that are more open to change. But yeah, there's no rules. You can say, no, my grandfather's 80, he's an activist, now he went vegan last week. Yeah, I know, but it's no. But generally, yeah. Anyone else? Yes?
So everyone knows who Joey Carbstrong is, and I'm just going to ask him a few questions. What would you change in the world for the better?
Well, I would make the world vegan. That's the best thing we can do for the world. In many different ways as well.
What do you fear about the world?
What do I fear?
Yeah.
Oh, got nothing to fear but fear itself.
Ooh, good answer.
And most people ask this: if you were stranded on the island, what would you eat?
If I was stranded on the island, what would I
Most
eat?
people say you have to eat dead animals. But
Oh no, I would eat plants, or I would rather starve to death than eat an animal. Because they're my friends. And if there was an animal on the island with me, they would be my friend, they wouldn't be my food.
I really hope you enjoyed my video. Remember to check out Joey Carlstrong YouTube channel on YouTube. This is Infinite Vegan signing out. Stone the vegan side of life.